guys, my name is Mara and I just wanted to come on here to talk about nothing in particular. I am a mom of three and it's been some time since I've delved into my art. I really love art. Ever since I was a little kid, ever since high school, all I would be doing would be drawing if I wasn't in school or practicing for band. And I just thought I'd kind of get into it again. I don't know if I'm ever going to post this as public, but we'll see. I just wanted to start practicing again and trying new media and see how this goes. So hope you enjoy the video and thank you for watching. I drew this a very long time ago when I was in high school, I think. One of the few drawings I saved. I guess I was really into not Anastasia. Oh yeah, anyway, yeah. I drew this, and I thought it was rendered pretty good. I mean, just for looking at it from a picture reference, not necessarily trace. I didn't trace this one because there were no pictures of Puka that big, but yeah, I thought this one was pretty good. So I just drew this the other day. I mean, it took me a few days to get this all rendered out because this is the first time I've done perspective in a long time. So obviously this is all Moana, and I thought it was kind of a compliment because my son actually recognized it and goes, "Oh, that's the place we go to, Ala Moana." I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like 5, so he can't really read yet, so it's not like he could read that. But anyway, yeah, I thought this was rendered out pretty good. I mean, I didn't do too much detail on the people there because it was just kind of something I was sketching out. I am not happy with this right here. It was one of those experiments with watercolor and it just did not happen. So I tried to fix it with some pencil, but that also did not happen very well. So it's just, you know, it's a sketchbook. That's why we experiment with the sketchbook, right? And so this is Poibo, where we had lunch that day, and that was the date we went there. Oh, can't see. And that was the date we went there, September 16th, 2021. And yeah, and so this was the ice cream we had after lunch. This was from Nordstrom Cafe, and I kind of like how this one turned out here. I'll bring you in a little closer here. It actually came out pretty well for being one of my first times using watercolor. Haven't, you know, in college I didn't use watercolor at all, really. It was mostly just pencil, chalk. They tried teaching us some oil, which was okay. I mean, yeah, oil, and that was pretty much it. And here I drew that with pen, and not directly with pen. I rendered it in pencil first, and then I did that with pen and some watercolor. And I think that's the best thing out of this whole layout here is that Jack Skellington cup. I had went to Hallmark that day, and I found him. I saw him in the window, and I thought he was just the cutest little thing, you know. I think this is like a tiki cup. That's why his hands are kind of like that. But I thought it would be perfect for my brushes. So that's why I have all my cheapo brushes in there for now. But yeah, and so I decided to draw him so I can remember what we did that day. I bought him at Hallmark. He was really cute. And I also bought Sally too. He has his girlfriend Sally here. Because, you know, they should stay together, right? And that's what this layout was from. And of course we went to Brugg as well because that's my son's favorite place to get some pastries, and he loves his chocolate breads. So it's basically like a bear shaped pastry with chocolate inside, so we call it the chocolate bear pastry. But and that's that page. And this was something I drew last night, and I was trying to I basically have these dice here, and what I was doing is I had listed out a bunch of numbers of like different types of medium, topics, color choices. So I would just roll the dice and see what happens. And so I happened to get ink, fantasy, 2-color, and mammal. So I came across this cute little picture of this Isinda, I think is what it's called, and I didn't really do a good job at all. I mean, I had to do it really quick. I'm not very versed in clothing or gestures yet, but you know, this didn't turn out too bad. It was really messy, but not bad. But I used watercolor in two colors, and again, this is just practice. I've never used watercolor before, so this is kind of a first for me and very much out of my comfort zone. I'm more usually doing things that have a very good reference so I can keep looking at it, and these were kind of something I just pulled off the top of my head, and so that's why they look kind of rough. I'll admit that, but you know, again, taking an art break and trying to get back into art. And today, I guess we'll start a new one. I have to figure out what we can draw first, though. Okay, so I took a minute to fix what was going on here. I was having a hard time, so, and I know this isn't perfect, but this is a really rough sketch, and we're doing this for Inktober, so we're going to try and use some ink. Let's just erase some of these reference lines a little bit, just so they're not so harsh. And we will go from there. Yes, finished ink drawing. I mean, sorry, my camera died a little bit, so I had to charge it a little. It's not perfect. I did this really quickly. Nothing I fully rendered, you know. So now I have to figure out what colors I'm going to use, because I know it's Inktober, but here's my beautiful watercolor pen. I found these watercolor paints from in my drawer. I've had these since I think I was a kid, you know, when my sister had gotten them as a gift, like one of those art kits. It was a Grumbacher watercolor paints, I guess, and I just thought, well, I'm squeezing them out into a pen and we shall use them. Use what we have, right? So let's see, let's stick to something two colored, I guess, and I'll just use my watercolor brush for simplicity's sake. Okay. So here is the final inking. Not perfect, But again, just practicing, getting my groove back. It's been many years since I've drawn anything. So with that said, thank you very much for watching. This is my first drawing for Inktober. This is from inspiration from Jess from Jess Karp. I'm going by her list, so hopefully day two will be better. Bye.